So, it looks like NBA Youngboy has officially lost it. And it's all because Yaya Mayweather allegedly went full chaos mode. Word on the street Youngboy Street is that she paid goons thousands of dollars to jump Youngboy's pregnant wife, Jasmine. And now Youngboy is firing threats back harder than ever. We're talking hospital visits, bruises, and drama that will make your head spin. This isn't just petty jealousy. This is some next-level chaos. And Youngboy has already let you get away with a lot. But going after his heavily pregnant wife is the line even he won't ignore. And Yaya might have finally pushed him to the breaking point. We're breaking down the whole scandal from Yaya's history of obsession to the 2020 stabbing incident all the way to this latest one that has everybody talking. This one is messy and shocking. So let's get into it. Okay, so something about Youngboy crashing out on Yaya. Like this tells us that he just might be done with her and all her BS once and for all because everybody knows that she has been his shorty and he usually lets her get away with anything. Well, almost anything. But her jumping, Jasmine is going way too far, especially because Jasmine is heavily pregnant. And the wild part about this is that Jasmine being pregnant is exactly why Yaya jumped Jasmine. Youngboy posted these loved up photos of him, Jasmine, and their kids, and they looked completely adorable. When he made the post, fans already knew that Yaya was going to be on some BS, and they left comments saying stuff like, "Oh god, here come Yaya. Yaya punch, in th upis, punching at air right now. Yaya soys, punching Yaya Izmir sharpening her razor blades, Yaya's blades, and Yaya blades Yaya ice out to crash out." And they were definitely right about that, because Yaya crashed out big time. According to an insider, Yaya allegedly got so jealous that she paid some goons thousands of dollars to jump Jasmine. And from the looks of it, Jasmine got jumped pretty bad. And according to insiders, she had to go to the hospital to make sure that she and the baby were okay. She had bad bruises all over her body. But luckily, the baby is fine, fine, and there's no real damage. As crazy as this is fine is though, fans aren't exactly surprised because, like I said before, he is known to be a bit cray-cray because cray especially when it comes to Youngboy. And this isn't just something new either. Back in 2020, things reportedly turned violent at Youngboy Cray. Youngboy SS Houston home, which led to Yaya getting arrested. What started as an argument escalated, Youngboy's argument escalated, and Leotra Jacobs, who was rumored argument escalated, rumoredto be seeing him at the time, ended up getting stabbed. The whole situation brought serious legal trouble for Yaya and made it clear just how far she'll go when she feels threatened or replaced in this NBA Youngboy situation. Yaya showed up, saw a Patra there, and things went left fast. According to reports, she pulled a knife out and attacked her right, then in Baron H. Youngboy Baronhouse. Leotra was injured so badly that she had to undergo emergency surgery. The situation was serious enough that Yaya ended up pleading guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a Baron weapon. And instead of jail time, she was sentenced to 6 years of probation. It was one of the first public signs that Yaya was allegedly willing to go all the way when it came to the NBA Youngboy weapon, Youngboy. And that level of obsession hasn't slowed down since, because it led to her being confident enough to jump his wife, his very pregnant wife. But on the other hand, fans are convinced that the reason that she's even so bold in the first place is that Youngboy has enabled her shenanigans for way too long. After the 2020 incident, fans thought that he would do the smart thing and maybe put some distance between him and Yaya, right? But no. Instead of cutting Yaya off or distancing himself from the drama, he put her front row and center Youngboy.center on the cover of his album 382. Music. That move confused everybody. Was he standing beside her, sending a message, or just playing mind games with all the women in his life? It was a hot mess. Now, fast forward almost 6 years, center years, and Yaya is still going after women and getting jumped over Youngboy. As messy as Yaya's behavior can get, it's not exactly hard to see how she ended up this way. She grew up surrounded by chaos in a very public world. Being Floyd Mayweather's daughter meant her life was filled with money, music fame, fighting, and constant attention from a young age. Materially, she never lacked anything, but people have long wondered what things looked like emotionally behind closed music doors. Floyd was always in the public eye, constantly traveling, and his relationships kept making headlines for the wrong reasons. The public saw the breakups, the accusations, and the ongoing drama play out over and over again. So now seeing Yaya caught up in a similar turmoil with NBA Youngboy, it almost feels like history repeating itself. Different relationships, but the same kind of chaos. And once Yaya started landing in these headlines because of her own decisions, the link to how she grew up seemed even more obvious. Not long after her probation began in late 2020, she got a tattoo of Youngboy's face on her arm. It felt like her way of showing loyalty and sending a clear message that no matter what went down, she was still sticking beside him. Even with people dragging her, calling her obsessed and telling her to let him go, Yaya never really stepped away. She kept posting him a young boy, posting about defending him and staying loyal. No matter how messy things got or how many times he moved on, she still held on. But at the same time, that loyalty just didn't exist in a vacuum. Youngboy kept her around, too, even while building something with someone else. He knew exactly what he was doing. And instead of cutting ties, he kept her emotionally pulled in the whole entire time. Then, last year for her 25th birthday, he surprised her with a Lamborghini truck, all while being fully married. That alone had the internet going crazy because it proved that no matter how much he looks like he's moved on, he never completely cuts you posting about it either. And things got even messier once Jasmine's pregnancy went public and rumors you're remorse about you started swirling again. And that's when people really began connecting the dots. Social media exploded with questions. Was Youngboy about to have two women pregnant at the same time? Was that just another chapter in the same toxic cycle or something else more calculated? The rumors about Yaya being pregnant again started flying the moment new videos and pictures surfaced online. In the clips, she was out in the public, walking around with what looked like a clear baby bump. And let's just say, she didn't look a little pregnant. She looked very pregnant. And this was all it took for the internet to start spiraling. And people started zooming in and comparing older photos and digging for clues. Of outside, you guess, 'cause I'm outside. When I tell you, she got even bolder when she posted a picture of a ring on her ring finger with the caption, "Upgraded my ring, #myit." The hashtag is the title of Youngboy Rumors Youngboy's new album. And to make it even more obvious, one of his songs was playing in the background. Youngboy was doing the most. And it was clear that she was jealous because Jasmine was pregnant and seemed like Youngboy was more committed to her than he was with Yaya. I mean, sure, he still kept Yaya and a couple of other side pieces, but Jasmine was the wife, and that clearly got under Yaya's skin. Now, let's fast forward to her allegedly jumping Jasmine because Youngboy posted her. It doesn't look like her jealousy is fading away anytime soon. However, it does look like Youngboy's patience is finally wearing thin because, according to insiders, he finally put his foot down and put Yaya in her place. Not only did he make her apologize to Jasmine, but she's also covering Jasmine's hospital bills in full. So, does this mean that he's finally going to cut Yaya off and focus on his wife? If history is anything to go by, the answer is probably going to be no, because let's be real, a second for a millisecond. He's never letting go of Yaya, even if she's never going to be his number one. The drama is insane, and the stakes are high. And trust me, this roller coaster is nowhere near the end.